Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? That bio is live, bio is live. Especially with the bio bro. The bio bro. The bio bro. The bio bro. Especially in the bio bro show.
Isn't Bob alive or what? Did you guys see that home run? What's going on, guys? This is the Bio Bro, and this is our ninth video on arthropods. Hope this won't bug you too much. Alrighty, so let's start with a basic question. What makes an arthropod an arthropod? Well, an arthropod is an invertebrate. They have a chitin skeleton, and they have series of pairs of appendages. And they also have segmented body parts. They have the most species out of all the phylums, and they are the champions of appendages, meaning they have different kinds of appendages. Well, isn't that handy? They are the first phylum to venture into the air. They also pioneered jointed legs, meaning they're the pioneer species to have like jointed legs. Alrighty, with those characteristics out of the way, let's get to the good stuff with the visuals. Alrighty, so we're starting off with this admittedly very lengthy chart. But I promise I'll do the best I can to make it simple for you guys. Thank you, please. It's part of my job. Really, it is. Alrighty, so let's get to it. So this is basically the arthropod groups, the trilobites, the crustaceans, the arachnids, and the insects. So let's start off with the body segments. There are three long vertical segments, and called lobes. They have a central body and the outgrowth shells on each side, covering their many and delicate legs. That's the trilobite. And there's the crustaceans. They have two distinct body sections, a hard exoskeleton, and one pair of appendages per segment. Meanwhile, there's the arachnids, which have fang-like pincers that inject venom. They have 8 legs, and they have the cephalothorax. Meanwhile, the insects have a head, thorax, which is the central region, and the abdomen. So let's look at the paired joints they have. Anyway, so trilobites have jointed appendages, and we'll cover the internet at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone. Spoiler alert, that's what one of the topics is on. Birds. So next up Yeah, I know. Sorry. Spoiler alert. Alright, so anyways, next up we got crustaceans. Their paired structures are basically claws, legs, and swimmerets, as well as mandibles, and they have 2 pairs of antennae. Meanwhile, the arachnids have no antenna, but they also have 8 legs and the poison pincers mentioned earlier. Meanwhile, the insects... here we are. The insects have 1 pair of antennae, and they have 6 legs, wings, and mandibles. Alrighty, so here we got the crustacean. And don't get crabby about how, if this looks bad to you, don't be so crabby about it, you know? Anyways, So let's look at this guy from the top. Let's take it from the top with the antenna. There they are right there. The claws are called chiphead. There's the carpus right on the shell. There's an antenna mentioned earlier, and then there's the abdomen right there. And the swimmerets are right here, and the walking legs are over here. And that region is called the cephalothorax. So yeah, that's the crustacean. Examples of crustaceans include decapods, which are crabs, lobster, and shrimp, barnacles, isopods, and tongue worms. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, doing everything a spider can. Yeah, no, actually this is the arachnid. Sorry to disappoint, but it's still pretty awesome though. Here's the poison gland and the eyes, which are connected to the brain, obviously, like they should be. A heart, the pink thing right there, the book lungs in there in the orange. There's the spinneret in the yellow, and the cephalothorax is right there. And the abdomen is like in that zone. Oh wait, there it is, abdomen. There's abdomen label. Yeah. And here's a zoomed version of the book lung, which have these spindles right here in yellow. Examples of arachnids are spiders, mites, ticks, and chiggers. Okay, so the book lung. It's one of the structures of many thin, hollow sheets of tissue, and they have large surface of gas exchange and less water loss. It's one of the adaptations for less water loss. In fact, many others will show up in the fun facts section of the video. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so here we got an insect. Hope you're not too bugged by the plainness of its drawing. Alrighty, so let's look it up. Alright, so we got the head right here and the antenna, obviously. There's the thorax, which is the center, and the back part of it is the abdomen. Kind of funny, but okay. So basically that's the insect. Alrighty, to end off the visuals, we got another chart that shows like incomplete and complete metamorphosis of insects. So for incomplete metamorphosis, there's direct development, and the nymphs, which are the immature insects, they get larger but only grow wings and sexual organs, and they're born from an egg. Meanwhile, complete metamorphosis. Yes, they're also born from an egg, and they also melt and change form and maturation, you know, like the butterfly, caterpillar to a butterfly. And the larvae, which are the baby insects, grow until they develop in the pupa, and then they become different from the larva after pupa stage, you know, like the butterfly, like I mentioned before. So yeah, that pretty much covers our visuals. Alrighty, so that basically covers our video on the phylum Arthropoda, aka Arthropods. And sorry about the little spoiler earlier. Okay, I know it's bad that I ruined a little bit of suspense for you guys, but come on, don't be that harsh. Anyways, tune in next time for... This one's not a spoiler. Tune in next time for our awesome video on vertebrates from the phylum Chordata. And in the meantime, stay pumped up for that. In the meantime, this is the Bio Bro saying bye bye.